The amount of judgment you have for yourself every day is unbelievable. Like, there's so many things in our personality we have that we don't like. Would you agree? How often you catch yourself judging yourself because you're like, can't believe I said that. Can't believe I did that. Why can't I do it? Why can't I get it right? How do I end up in the wrong relationships? Why do I always have a problem with money? Why do I have a problem in my job? Blah, blah, blah. We judge ourselves. So much of your energy is on judgment of yourself. That's why you love Netflix. That's why you love social media. That's why you love going for coffee. That's why you love shopping. That's why you love your holidays. Any, excuse the language, fucking distraction you can give yourself to get a break from judging yourself is absolute heaven for you. Because you're in such a constant state of self-judgment, of this narrative beating yourself up, because you don't understand that all the traits of your personality, you don't understand where they came from, and you don't understand why they're there. Because the world doesn't want you to become a student of yourself. Because when you become a student of yourself and you start to learn about all this illusions, this bullshit you're carrying, and you let go of it, your need for everything the world offers goes dramatically down. Let that sink in for a second. When you become a student of yourself and you start to understand your traits, you start to understand why you are the way you are, and you start to let go of all of that stuff that's not needed, your need for everything the world offers you goes down. Does that make sense? Give me an 8 in the chat if you understand what I'm talking about here. Give me an 8. Type 8 into the chat if this resonates with you. So the world moves you away from yourself. Then I need that. We have to keep up with the Joneses in all aspects of our life. Even if it's all, the Joneses are a bloody figment of our imagination. You need the external validation all the time. And everything in our lives is to give us that external validation. Thank God I feel good for 2 minutes. Jesus, it feels great. Because you don't give it to yourself. The parts of your personality you don't like, why you're angry, why you're sad, why you're hurt, why you're jealous, why you're bitter, they all came during times when you had a trauma in your life, when you had a moment as a child when you didn't get the attention you wanted, you didn't get the love you wanted, and your body says, I don't like this feeling, and then you create this personality, you create this protection. And that protection becomes your personality. And all your triggers now, why you get angry so quickly, is because for years and years and years, anything that touched that part of you that made you feel like that thing that was built out of protection, your automatic response was to get angry. And it becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. And that becomes your personality. That becomes who you are. You don't understand that the parts of yourself you don't like were created at a time you were vulnerable. Take that in for me, write that down. The parts of yourself you don't like were created at a time you were vulnerable, when you were innocent. And because you've been asleep your whole life, because the world wants to keep you asleep, trust me on that, because you've been asleep and you don't address yourself, you don't deal with yourself, you don't take inventory, you don't become a student of yourself, that becomes more and more ingrained into who you are. And that's why now the slightest thing can make you angry. The slightest thing can make you sad. The slightest thing can trigger memories that make you feel bad about yourself. So what you don't understand is that darkness we go through, there's no light without dark. There's no up without down. There's no hot without cold. It's time to shift the narrative around the darkness in your mind. To look at all the pain you've been through. There's power in that. You know, in one of my mentorships, I teach people how to start their own business because I believe there's an entrepreneur inside of everybody. Because number one, you've jumped hurdles other people can't get over right now. You've jumped hurdles other people can't get over. You have skills that you've mastered in your life that other people don't have. You have experience that other people can never get, that you've got, that's unique to you. You are known for things amongst your circle, your peer group, that you don't even realize you're known for because you're too busy judging yourself. You've been through pain, that there's so much power that if you learned how to leverage it and turn it into service to others, that can completely change your life. So everything you've been through can serve you, but you're too busy judging it. Why am I like that? Why is it like this? You have to start to understand it first. You with me?